Good morning, family. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you all are having a good day. Well, hope you're doing good. I know most of y'all are just starting your day, so hope that you have a good day today. I want to get into the topic for this video. So on Thursday, I believe it was Thursday or Friday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed Congress. He was invited to address Congress, and was his first. I believe I read his first trip abroad since the war with Hamas, which was last October 7th. In his address, well, Netanyahu was trying to drum up support from the U.S. government in his war against Hamas. So basically, he wanted more bread, more support. Call it what you want. That's what it was. Um, and he's gonna get it. His speech, he called the protesters who are protesting the war against Hamas useful idiots. He called them useful idiots. Yeah, that went over very well. There were protests on the Capitol all over DC. People were replacing the American flag with the Palestinian flag. Representative Rashid Tlaib from my hometown of Detroit, she called Netanyahu a war criminal because she has family in Palestine. She has a grandmother and extended family over there. So this hits close to home for her. A lot of Democrats boycotted the speech. Mostly Republicans was there. Big surprise. And Netanyahu just he told some lies. He said that Hamas was holding supplies from the uh, the people who have been affected by the war in Palestine. That's a lie because Israeli forces have blocked supplies from coming to the people who are suffering in in Palestine. There has been video and eyewitness accounts of this ever since this war has started last October. So Netanyahu is a damn liar. The facts have proven it. That Israeli forces were instructed to block supplies for people who are suffering. So that's a lie. Um, it takes two people to start a war, and Hamas was funded by Netanyahu. The dude's a war criminal. The dude has blood up to his eyeballs. Bad dude is bad news. And our government allowed him to come over here and give that bullshit speech so he could kind of like play the so we can have empathy for him, and he plays the victim. Oh, woe is me. Hamas, Hamas, Hamas. They doing this. They doing that. It's all their fault. Anyone who protests this war, they're useful idiots. Right. Right. Sure. But it's going to work because our government are beholden to Israel. Our government is beholden to Israel. We've been giving them billions of dollars since they became an independent state in 1948. Look that up. For 76 years, since the Harry Truman years, America has funded Israel. Every president since Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, um, H.W. Bush, Clinton, George W. Bush, the son of H.W. Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden. Oh, I'm sorry, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, now Joe Biden. I think I ran down a list of Every president since 1948. They've been beholden to Israel, beholden to them. For those of you who say the Zionists don't control this government, get a clue. Yes, they do. The Zionists control our government. This man has committed war crimes, and our Congress, our government, allow him to come over here to grandstand and to get a standing ovation. There are men, women, and children suffering in Gaza right now. And this man comes over here and grandstands and tells lies, and our government allows it. The fall of America is upon us, and it's going to be swift and it's going to be severe. It's going to be a severe one, baby. You better believe it. The chickens will come home to roost. Like Brother Malcolm said decades ago, the chickens will come home to roost. Because America has blood on her hands. You've been given, you have been given funds to Israel to kill innocent men, women, and children. I'm not sitting up here taking up for Hamas. Yes, what they're doing is wicked, and a lot of Palestinians do not support Hamas. Many of them don't. They just want to live in peace. They just want their kids to go to school. They want to take care of their elders. They want to go to work. The same things that we want to do, but they can't do it because a lot of them are displaced. They don't have homes. They don't have running water. They don't have anything to eat. They don't have shelter. Nothing. They're just out there being bombed to death, being slaughtered. What's going on over there, you would not allow that to happen to animals in the wild. There would be calls to save the animals. What Netanyahu and that evil, wicked government of Israel is doing is just flat out um, crimes against humanity. It's inhumane. But our government won't call them out, won't call it out because we're beholden to Israel. We're beholden to the Zionists, the same people who control the media, sports organizations, that's right, sports leagues, the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, whatever, the media, highly weird or Hollywood, all aspect, the banks, especially the financial institutions. They control all of this, the Zionists. We're beholden to them, our government. So follow the money. There's always, always, always money. Always money involved. Always money. And this government loves money so much, they will turn a blind eye to what's going on over there in Israel. I remember as a little boy that the South African government with apartheid, which was inhumane, the Republican Party called out and stood up against Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was a Republican, was president at the time. This was in 1986. I never forget, I was 10 years old. The Republican Party stood up against Reagan and said, if you do not, they stood up against him and they called him out because he would not put sanctions on South Africa for apartheid. He refused to put sanctions on South Africa. And his own party, the Republicans, his own party, went against him. They went along with the Democrats. This was in 1986. What happened to that Republican Party? They actually used to stand for something. They actually were stood for decency. Now they're beholden to money, just like the Democrats across the aisle, just like them too. And Netanyahu met with Trump and Harris and Kamala Harris. Don't know what he said to them, but probably trying to get their empathy. Oh, hey, whoever get in office, y'all know y'all can still take care of us, right? Kamala Harris. Of course, we're gonna still take care of you. Of course, we're gonna still. My husband is Jewish, and we're gonna take care of you, Netanyahu. If I when I win, you will be taken care of. Trump, Benjamin, it's all good. It's all good. You're taken care of. I got you. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. When I win an election, I'm gonna take care of you, like I did when I was president 8 years ago. When I win an election, I'm gonna take care of you. You'll be fine. No matter who's in office, Israel is gonna get taken care of, whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans, the left or the right. They're gonna get taken care of. That money train will not end. We have to stop being beholden to these murderers. You ever wonder why we're so beholden to Israel? Before I go any further, hit that like button, smash that like button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. But have you ever wondered why we're so beholden to Israel? Why? Why why are we so in defend them so much? Why do we all constantly why have we constantly been giving them money every year since 1948? Why is that? Why are we accomplices in their murder of innocent men, women, and children? But sit up here and wanna beat our chest about that we are a democratic nation when we're funding murderers. Well, we fund murderers here too. Have y'all wondered why that is? The Zionists. They control everything. The media. So of course they're not gonna say anything bad about Israel. They're not gonna make them look bad, because they agree with it. The music and the entertainment industry, Hollywood, the financial institutions, everything is tied to the Zionists. Everything they support Netanyahu and the wicked government of Israel, the Israeli government. He don't have blood on his hands. He have blood up to his eyeballs. He drowning in blood. And then you sit up there and you lie, and Congress gives him a standing ovation. They allowed this man. They invited him over here. You an accomplice to the murder. You invite a murderer to. Mm, Allah help us. It's not. It's this is wow. And from what I read, a lot of people in Israel don't support Netanyahu. They want him out of there. They're so sick of Netanyahu and his family, from what I've been reading, because they don't agree with what Israel's doing. They don't agree with what their government's doing. They're against this genocide, ethnic cleansing. They are against it, and they want it to end. They want it to end. And Netanyahu didn't offer solutions of peace. Their Israeli families that's being held captive by Hamas. Him coming over here, being invited over here, giving that lion ass speech that he gave a couple days ago, that just pissed those captors off. Probably I wouldn't be surprised. I hope that this doesn't happen, but it would not surprise me if they kill those captives because yet not Netanyahu ran his mouth with lies. He didn't issue any kind of say we want to broker peace with Hamas. We want to end this. This has been going on for 9 months now. It's time to end this. Going on 10 months. No, he drums up support. He tells lies and gets standing ovations from Congress. You don't think that those captors you don't think they know about that? They watch TV too. And he put those hostages in a bad position, in a even worse predicament than they were before. But never mind that. So if these captors kill those captives, that's on Netanyahu's head. That's him. That the blood is on his hands, as well as the American government, because you allowed this devil to come over here and spew those lies. People are suffering. This has been going on for almost 10 months now with no end in sight. You want to just wipe these people off the face of the earth. Netanyahu is the modern day Adolf Hitler. I'm going to say that again. Benjamin Netanyahu is the modern day Adolf Hitler. And America has allied with Hitler or Joseph Stalin, who was actually worse than Adolf Hitler. Yep, Joseph Stalin was worse than Adolf Hitler. That's a fact. But they don't tell you that because Stalin was and the Soviet Union were our allies. Right. So they weren't. But I don't agree with the Democrats so much or Rashid uh Rashida Tlaib. I think she's a grandstander. I think most of these Democrats are, but I agree with them on this. I don't blame them for protesting this because this was wrong. Our government should not be entertaining a terrorist. If that's the case, bring over Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un. Bring him over here. Let him speak to Congress. No, y'all won't do that because he's an enemy. Bring over what's the president of the Philippines? Durante. Bring him over here. Oh, that's right. He's an enemy to the United States. Get it? Bring Vladimir Putin over here. Have him speak to Congress. Oh, that's right. Y'all won't because he's at war with Ukraine. Ukraine. That's right. Our ally, who we are also helping. What's the difference between Netanyahu and Vladimir Putin? They both at war. They're both killers. Oh, one's a friend, a homie of our government, and the other one is an enemy. Right, right, right. Stop buying into the media's narrative, the Zionist ran media's narrative that Putin is just the most wicked man on the planet. He's just evil. but Netanyahu is a saint. You know, America's in three proxy wars now as we speak: Israel, Hamas, Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan. Three. And there's no end in sight because if Kamala Harris gets in there, we will continue to be fighting these proxy wars. Same with Trump. No end in sight. We have failing infrastructure here. Our major cities are hellholes because they've been run by the Democrats. We have a border crisis. Illegals are just coming over here, getting free, literally free money, getting a free ride, getting free housing. They built a whole apartment building in New York, a new building with nothing but illegal immigrants, and you have people out here sleeping on the streets, families in homeless shelters. You have people who serve this nation faithfully on the street. But you give someone who comes over here illegally free housing. And black people want to ignore this because there's a sister girl that's running for president. Like I said in my last video, we have to get out of identity politics. We have to get away from symbolism because it's making us look stupid. It is. But yeah, so they let this devil come over here and speak, give him standing ovations. They're going to break him off some bread. He's good. He's an ally. He's a friend. That's what friends are for. You start a beef. Oh, maybe some, let me break up some bread. But the blood is just not on Netanyahu's hand. It's on our government's hand too. So America better be very, very careful in involving herself in other people's affairs when you can't afford to, when your house isn't in order. It's crazy. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Let me know what you think. Those of you who've been paying attention to it, it's just crazy that they, not surprising, but it's just crazy to me that they invited Netanyahu over here, his country in the middle of a war, and he's sitting up here beating his chest and is not taking responsibility for his part in this war. And he's brainwashed our government into supporting him. Just find it absolutely absurd. But let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Smash it down. Smash it down. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications on the videos on here. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. We don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Please, let's do that, y'all. And in our disagreements, let's use logic and respect, not emotion and disrespect. I ask that as well too. Love to hear your opinions, so drop your comments, share this video, make it go viral. Please support my YouTube channel and my podcast. Please continue to support me. Our brother needs your love and support. I've been getting a lot of support from y'all. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. I'm like at 1,180 or something like that, or over 1,180. Almost at 2,000. So I really, 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 really appreciate y'all support. Close to the 2,000 mark. Really appreciate y'all support. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hook your brother up. Sisters as well as brothers, be safe out here. Devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever. We're not even safe in our own homes. So please be safe. Beware and be aware. I love y'all. Y'all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.